By the way, I am starting the live stream. Our followers can watch via LinkedIn page after 1 minute. Okay, we are ready. I'm showing a quick presentation to you before starting. I have 7 or 8 slides for you. Today, as Kivilcim said, we are organizing Unicorn Pitches online Turkey site. Unicorn.Events is the largest online world startup pitch contest, and we are proud of being part of this huge network. And we believe that Turkish startups will gain lots of benefits from this event. In Startup Network, Unicorn Battle, they organized for 12 years, this organization. There are above 260 events and 125 countries. And this shows us how big Unicorn Battle is. And there are not only Unicorn Battle events, but also VC house, network investments, and other stuff. And if you want to go global, then you can join and apply other part of startup network also. For example, network VC and network investment, you can apply there, and you can try global network and investment. Today, there are 10 startups who is going to pitch today. We had 35 applicants from both Turkey and Europe, and we picked 10 of them. They will pitch today their presentations, and they will have only 3 minutes to pitch and 3 minutes for the Q&A session. And also, after all pitching, you should decide that the startup is 5 or 1. There is only one ranking system. 5 is this startup has a great potential to invest and go global. 1 means there is no opportunity for this startup to go global. We are waiting for you to act like that. And as Kivilcim said, our winner attends Singapore event, Asia Pacific event, which will be held on October 14th. And if our startup will win this one, they will go to the San Francisco for the event. There are lots of jury members. Thank you for attending today. And as I said before, I sent a drive link to you, and there is an evaluation links for all of them. You should link which is related to your name. For example, Esra Tolu, when Esra Tolu link click her link, she can look her photos, and after that she see this picture. There are 10 startups, and after pitching, you can vote 1 to 5 from here. And if you have any questions, then we can help you. And also, if you can't connect to our Startup Network website, we prepared an alternative evaluation method for you, which is in the drive. And there you can click these buttons, and you can give votes to startups if you can't reach our platform. But reaching platform is our priority. If you have any problem, you can do like that. My presentation is over. If any of our jury members have questions, I can answer about voting process also. Do you have any questions?
Also, normally we are having a short network. Each jury members make a self-introduction more for 3 or 4 sentences. If no questions at this moment, we can proceed with that stage. So I gave the start with Pareto Ventures intro. So please feel free to raise hands and say a few sentences about yourself to our startups, dear jury members.
We can start with Aydın Öztunalı. Can you introduce yourself?
I'm Aydın, based in Ankara, Turkey. I like the idea of startups, so I'm trying to be a part of the ecosystem. I'm trying to be active in the startups that I invested in. This is what I feel more comfortable, and I learn much about the startups and the new technology. I'm a member of RGS Business Angels Network and Estonian Business Angels Network. That's all.
Thank you for coming. We can continue with Elif Koşok.
Hi everyone, my name is Elif Koşok and I am working for TÜBİTAK TEDEP as Tech Investor Venture Capital Funding Group Coordinator, and I am also acting as Big Entrepreneurship Support Program Coordinator. As you may know, in Big Entrepreneurship Program, we have made efforts to develop a system that will trigger young people to establish their startups, and so far 1,672 startups have been funded within this big program. And other main Tech Investor Venture Capital Support Program, we aim to establish new VC funds to invest in early stage startups. And by now, 4 new VC funds have been established and start their investments. And one of them is here with us, 500 startups. VC funds also here. And so far, Tech Investor funds have invested in 23 startups. And the 5th VC fund is expected to finalize its protocol with Turkish Treasury in the near future. And with this, all of these Tech Investor VC funds are expected to invest in 150 startups like you in the next 5 years, and I'm very glad to be here with you and excited for listening your projects. I wish good luck to all.
Thank you. We can continue with Eli. Welcome, Eli.
Hello. Thank you for the invitation. It's a pleasure being here with you today. I'm Eli, part of South Central Ventures team. SCV, as we call it for short, is a fund manager of a 40 million euro VC fund with investment mandate for startups located in the Western Balkan region. We have 26 portfolio companies currently. Each of them offers digital transformation to different processes across industries, so we are industry agnostic. Ticket size, we usually start with a couple of 100,000 euros up to 3 million throughout the life cycle of the company. So thank you for the invitation. Looking forward to see what's going on in the Turkish ecosystem. Thank you.
Thank you, Ali. Let's move on with Esra Atalu, who is the most influencer woman in Turkey for me. Thank you for all your support, by the way.
Thank you so much, Enis. You are the same for me. You're very active. I congratulate your new role. I thank everybody. I want to thank you to everybody to invite me today here. I know it's a big, huge work on the backstage. I am an entrepreneur myself. I started as an entrepreneur in the 90s in Turkey, and I both experienced the investment side as a professional and also worked with my own companies for more than 25 years. Since 2019, I'm the co-founder and partner of Go Global. Go Global, as the name refers, brings together visionary entrepreneurs, corporate firms, investors, and institutions. Our focus is growth and expansion worldwide. I'm also board member in Arya Women Investment Platform, which is very active supporting women entrepreneurs. But our mission is to focus on women investing in women businesses. I'm a lecturer at Istanbul Bilgi University at the graduate studies program. I lecture about innovation, technology, and entrepreneurship. I wish good luck to all the participants. I'm sure we will have a very joyful 2 hours. Thank you, Enis. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you for you also. We can continue with Kaan Eren.
Hi, everyone. I'm going to be stopping my video because I've had some internet connection problems today so that you can hear me. I work as an investment manager at 500 Istanbul. We're an early stage fund, a part of the global 500 startups network covering the Turkey and Eastern European region, as well as founders rising from this region and establishing their companies elsewhere in the world. We're currently on our second fund. It's currently at 30 million euros. We're a pretty generalist fund, investing in the early stage, so pre-seed, seed, and late seed stages. That's us. Thank you for the invite, and I wish good luck to all the participants.
Thank you, Kaan. Mr. Rifat, floor is yours.
Hi, I'm a businessman, an angel investor, joining from London today. To say it very shortly, you are the brave ones. For our future, please keep going. Good luck all.
Thank you. Onur Canlıtepe, can you continue?
Hi, everyone. First of all, thank you for this opportunity. Happy to meet everyone involved in this nice event. I'm an investment banker by background and an angel investor and advisor. 16 years of experience, 10 years of which I spent in London, focusing primarily in emerging markets and Turkey. Especially in the last 5 years, I've been investing in early stage opportunities, pre-seed, seed, and pre-series A opportunities in Turkey, Singapore, and in the UK. And Onyx Capital is my own personal investment and advisory platform. And congratulations to everyone involved in this as participants, and thank you everyone in the jury.
Thank you. Arman Turan, can you introduce yourself?
Hi everyone, and thank you so much for the invitation to this lovely event. I hope startups will be pitching and we have some hard time to evaluate their global levels. I'm the founder of Advice. In Advice, I specifically work with startups, and we also invest to global-minded entrepreneurs. We have already invested like 21 startups, especially accumulating in the health area, health biotech startups. And we have also one exit, an IPO this year, 2 months ago. And I hope we can just find and invest in better entrepreneurs and change the world in a better way. Thank you so much for the invitation again.
Thank you. Gayo, welcome to Turkey Events. Can you introduce yourself?
Hello, greetings from Belgrade to everybody. Thank you for accepting me for this event. It's really a pleasure. Well, I will try to be as short as possible. I'm the CFO for Fashion Union. This is the leading manufacturer of light knitwear and summer clothes generally for Serbia. We have a couple of companies in our system, and generally, aside of my leading a financial department and all the accounting activities, I also do help as an operation director for the CEO, because we have currently some changes in business. And what is interesting, it started as an entrepreneurial project. We were a sole proprietorship a couple of years ago. I wasn't involved then, but later on I started as a consultant. And when the necessity was to involve the financial operations, I was included within the company as well. So aside of that, I'm a keen entrepreneur, being involved in various entrepreneurial endeavors as a mentor, as a regional partner, mostly for the companies that have innovation component. So through the years, I learned a lot. You know, I started as an analyst in telecommunication company, Telenor, that had operations in Europe. And being one of the pillars in analytics in terms of opening new markets, especially because we opened the first mobile bank in Serbia that serves as best practice how it should be done in the region. So I was doing for the first time in my life analyzing the various effect of the new services like M-Wallet and payment and services that we customize for the local market, and learn how it is important to be innovative. Then it came, with the application of artificial intelligence. However, my goal is to help entrepreneurs to attract finances for them in order to expand on the local market as well as in the region. So I generally work with a lot of investment funds in the region of Southeast, Eastern, and Central Europe. Aside, I have a good connections in London, where I'm also COO, Chief Operating Officer of a fintech enterprise that developed trading strategies that work on an artificial intelligence model. Like there is an investment fund you have, and you're paying a lot of fees to various equity analysts, portfolio managers, and investment advisor. Here you get it for some lump sum of yearly price, and where you get a lot of data that we have in our system that helps you to achieve better investment, better portfolio of investments. So through the process, I wasn't the one who was involved in development of application. Of course, I learned to communicate with the project managers to learn about the process of delivering the software. However, I was mostly concerned about the operations, finding the proper people for customer service, sales, and organizing our financial department as well. So I'm doing this multitasking, aside of my full-time employment. And additionally, I'm also CEO of Serbian Management Association, which generally works on a quarterly level. We organize various regional business forums with other associations that are present in our region as well. And the idea is to change the policies to be better for investors to come, and of course, attracting other investors in the region of Serbia and ex-Yugoslav republics. So that will be much pretty of that for this time being. Thank you.
Thank you for introduction.
Thank you very much.
Our last jury member is Ata Uzun-Hasan. Can you do a quick introduction?
Hi, everyone. Thank you very much for having me as a jury in this lovely organization. That's my second time that I attend in this event. So I'm managing director of Galata Business Angels since 2016. And for the ones who doesn't know Galata Business Angels is a premier business angel network founded here in Istanbul. And since 2012, we have been investing in early stage startups. As many of the jury members have mentioned on their organizations, we are also sector agnostic, but we mainly invest in software as a service and marketplace startups. And we have invested already in 44 different startups, and around $10 million have already been deployed to the startups. And I wish luck for all startups who are going to present today. And happy to be here. I'm looking forward to listen pitches.
Thank you, Ata. We completed the jury members' introductions. Let's move on to the presentations. As I mentioned before, all startups have 3 minutes pitching, 3 minutes Q&A session. And after all pitching sessions, you should vote to the startup that 1 to 5. 5 means there is a huge potential that for investment and be global. 1 means there is no potential in this startup to invest. Let's start with Michel Cristante.
Enis, I want to add a sentence with your permission, please.
Okay.
So, dear jury members, we will have only a couple of minutes after the last startup pitch. So it will be better time saver for you to vote instantly after listening to startup. So no need to press a button for saving or submitting. Just mark your degrees and we will collect and fetch them in a couple of minutes after the last pitching day.
Thank you. Michel, you can start.
guys.
Yeah, hello. Sorry for the noise in the background. We're at the airport right now. But okay, since we got 3 minutes, let's jump right into it. Are we sharing our presentation? Can you see it? Perfect.
Yes.
Okay, so we revolutionize outdoor advertisement with the power of data by placing ad screens in the back of vehicles. Now, what sounds so easy to understand is actually a whole ecosystem working in the background. Since January 2020, we started and funded this company, and since then we have built a lot of traction. So right now we got the exclusive rights to equip all taxis in Istanbul with advertisement screens. That means 17,395 taxis in a city where 1.4 million people daily use the taxi as a mean of transport. So this is our launch market. Right now we're preparing for our launch 1st of October with the first 100 screens. And for that, we partnered up with some of the biggest agencies in the world, marketing agencies like Group M from WPP, Dentsu, Publicis Group. I'm sure these are some names to you. So why did they choose us? They choose us because of the technology and the data that we can provide, because there are two major things that differentiate us from the out-of-home market. And the first thing is data. We are able to collect a lot of data, facial data, geofencing, interactions. We offer hotspots, so we can also collect this data. That's the first thing that makes us different. And the second thing is interactions. So we give the possibility of people to interact with the screens. For example, you sit in a taxi, you drive, and there's like, hey, 500 meters on your right, there's a Starbucks, get 20% off if you come by right now. Or you scan a QR code and you see hologram advertisement. So it's a new way of advertising in a quality environment, like quality impressions, because of a quiet environment. So to the market, I would like to give the word to Michel.
Like Joshua said, our first market is going to be Istanbul because it's a perfect market with the exclusive rights. But we have a heavy focus on the international expansion, and this will be on a city-to-city basis. We have a strong advisory board who is specialized in lean startup strategy and is also in the scaling strategy experts. Our goal is to be technology leader in this field. And we have an eye on autonomous vehicle because we want to be there when autonomous vehicle take over and the huge advertising space is going to be open. The business model is very profitable. We earn around $6 per day per screen. This means the screen breaks even within 2 to 4 months. And the cost structure is very flexible as we decide how many screens we are installing each month. Right now, we are raising 500,000 Swiss francs, that's around 550,000 US dollars, and this capital will be needed to install 100 screens in 100 taxis in Istanbul to develop our software further and to prepare our operation for scaling. Right now, we are selling the shares at pre-launch conditions. Thanks.
Thank you for presentation. Our jury members, do you have any questions?
Hi, Michelle. I have two questions incorporated in one. Well, first, I would like you to be more elaborative, to elaborate more on your marketing strategy and your connection to major marketing agency on how will they add value to your business aside of the global expansion model that you have shown us through your presentation. And maybe the better is to answer me to this question, then I will just add the second one if it's okay for you. Thank you.
Okay, so as you know, in our industry, marketing agencies are a big player. Group M, as an example, is making 18 billion US dollars revenue per year. So this is interesting for our expansion. But the main point that we are focusing on is building relationships with those agencies because they are giving us feedback, what the market wants. And as an example, we found out how to do an API with the Group M and all these things. So it's an important player. And the strategy is to sell and build relationships that last.
Exactly. And my other question would be just the addition to the first one. Do you have a sales pre-contract with aforementioned brands, like Netflix, Trend, or some kind of an agreement that leads to it, that gives you the advantage, compared to your competition,
That's funny because Group M is actually right now in conversations with Netflix and Trendyol, so exactly this players that will be on our platform. So right now it's like getting into the market together with the agencies. So we are making contracts with them. It takes some time and we are actually faster than the agencies. So we are also taking some customers outside of the agencies for the beginning. But these are the huge players for the start, yes.
Great, great. So you're in the process of that's really good. So I'm hoping for it,
Thank you, Bayo.
Thank you.
Estrato has a question.
Yes.
Yes, first of all, congratulations. I really like your energy, which is much more important to me. I want to ask you, how crowded is the market? For example, for this region, you started with Istanbul. Who are the competitors?
Yeah, in Istanbul, what we get from marketing agencies is that the industry is not professional at all. Yes. And we are kind of a little bit more professional than the other one. So, and with the data, we have a differentiation because the agencies want to know how is the outdoor advertising campaign performing. So we have some competitors, but in terms of technology, we are outperforming them on a higher level.
Plus, we got the security of working together with the taxi chamber, which gives us an unique advantage in the first market.
Thank you for questions. Time out. We should pass to other startup.
Sorry, Onur.
Have a good flight, by the way.
Thank you.
Teşekkürler.
Our next startup is Imece Mobil. Murat will present. Murat, you can start.
Thank you. I think I'm showing my screen, right?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you giving this opportunity to us. Hello, my name is Murat Çevelek, and I'm one of the founding partners of Imece Mobil, which is an agricultural technology application. With Gökçer, he is the other co-founder. We are managing Imece Mobil. Imece Mobil is an agricultural technology solution. So why we as business development experts working for big companies to create solutions to problems related to agriculture? First of all, I would like to point out that this is due to the fact that we are farmers' children. Our childhood passed sometimes in hazelnut, sometimes in apple, sometimes in tea orchards. We didn't just run around and play there. We sowed, reaped, harvested, and sold. For years, we have seen that there hasn't been a concrete solution that actually works for the problems. We have heard from our fathers and relatives about farming, land, water, costs. As a result, we decided to start Imece Mobil. Imece Mobil is an agricultural technology platform that provides its users with agricultural technologies. And so what are these problems? Farmers in the field have difficulties in obtaining agricultural input products from various and different providers. And lack of the knowledge about agriculture causes problems with productivity and efficiency. And another problem is the uncertain prices of farmers' input costs, volatility of earnings, because of variable weather condition. Weather constantly affects the crops. Financial instruments are the only way to fix this. The technology is expensive and away from the realities of the field. With very limited use of technology, especially in developing countries, farmers are hard to reach with their current income. So what is the target accessible market? Over 570 million farmers in global, $3 trillion agricultural GDP. When we look at the Turkey, it is 2.5 million farmers and $50 billion agricultural GDP, which is addressable by 85%. And it is planned to a global expansion for Imece Mobil. First of all, the Turkic Republic, Kenya, the African part, and Asia. 93 million farmers and 25 addressable of it, and $402 billion agricultural GDP within these countries. It is planned because these countries are very similar to the Turkey. When we look at the solution, the problems are there, and we have these solutions to fit. When we look at that, groundbreaking, cutting-edge digital services, hardware independent, satellite-based services, and irrigation and fertilization services are the solution for agri-tech. To spread it to the mass, connect the farmers to agricultural experts, access to loans, buy now and pay at harvest farmer credit cards is the solution for the accessing the financial for the farmers. And tender-based raw material marketplace is our solution. When we look at the ecosystem, the Imece Mobil is on the right upper part of the diagram. We have some competitive advantages when we look at the other companies or startups. Cutting-edge agri-tech services and unique marketplace is our differentiator. Versatile and integrated problem is one of the main part of the Imece Mobil. And when we look at the traction, Imagine have already 125,000 total users, 86 over 100 NPS score, 25K leads generated for financial products, and we have 4 corporate customers. For the last 12 months, we have $270K revenue. When we look at the user growth, it is a compound annual growth rate of 154. And when we look at the revenues, it is compound annual growth rate of 259. And how we handle these solutions?
Time's up, Murat, by the way. Can you complete?
Okay, thank you. I'm completing. When we handle these solutions, the main users of Imagine are farmers. We provide them with detailed weather and agricultural services for free. We are keeping them in the app, and we forward these financial applications directly to financial institutions so that we can access the money. They can access the money. Besides, farmers
just
can
last sentence,
tender.
please. Just one last sentence, please.
Okay, and use the farmer-specific cards to buy the harvest. Thank you for listening. I have some revenue model and details. We are raising a $1 million to invest in the product and R&D and new hires, as well as sales and marketing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Do you have any questions?
Yes, we have. Hello. Well, I would like you to hear more about your marketing and sales strategy, not just in Turkey, but also in the other countries that you mentioned in your presentation, like Kenya or other.
Yeah.
So would you elaborate more about it too?
Yeah, actually, we have a strategy to expand the Imagine Mobile business to the first of all the neighborhood countries. So it is planned because as a country we have good relations with the neighborhood countries, as well as we are a startup of and have some customers named the biggest bank of in Turkey, and they have good relationships as well. Also, we have an experience within some big telecom companies in Turkey, and it is a good strategy to expand these countries with telecom companies as well as big banks, because they are financing the agriculture in these countries.
Exactly, and there's also the subsidies for such projects and subventions, you know, for the farmers and generally agricultural producers. But for the other countries, are you starting from the scratch, you know, with your own investment, or you're using some resources or connections through the banks that also have their own branches in other countries, or your strategic partners? For example,
we are not starting from the scratch, because we are as a startup of Softech Ventures. Softech Ventures already invested in Imagine Mobile, so they have good relations with these countries. It is also they have a bond with the İşbank and Softech software company, which is the biggest software development company in Turkey. So when we are going to these countries, we have some way to go in.
Thank you for your answer.
Kaan Eren has question, and after Rıfat, last question.
Yeah, we had to pass the monetization slide. I was wondering, how do you monetize? Do you take a take rate from the sellers, and who are some of these corporate customers, and how do you work with them?
Yeah, we are monetizing the agricultural technologies. This is proprietary Imagine Mobile technologies. So it is already can be buy from within the mobile application, as well as over the web site. So we already give free services to our customers, and they are logging in Imagine Mobile and being active. Also, we are promoting these agri-tech services to them within the application with Instagram style news part. So And also as a partner with the biggest bank in Turkey, which is our biggest customer as well. They are promoting our products to their customers because they have a big agricultural business, banking business in Turkey, and they are giving agricultural credits to the farmers. So giving credits to their farmers with agri-tech services is a promotional part of this business. So they are selling their credits with our products.
Thank you for answers. I'm sorry that time's up. We should continue with other startup. You should write your questions to Murat. Let's continue with Octo Networks. Oğuzhan, you can start.
Okay, I'm sharing my screen. You see my screen, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm ready. Hi, everyone. I'm Oğuzhan from Octo Networks. Octo is an AI-powered community management platform, and it has two value propositions. The first one is solving the communication and interaction problem of the communities. And the second one, offering the infrastructure of the new way of doing business. We are 17 experienced guys, expertise on different areas from AI, UI, UX, sales and marketing, and high tech. Communication is one of the most basic human needs, but we are still discussing it today. People try to generate corporate benefits with the solutions which are developed for individual purposes, but the success rate is super low. As you can see from the research, they have the problem with measuring the value of the community and finding the right tools and technology. And we designed Octo with an experience like the apps everyone uses every day. We have all the features such as messaging, posting, mention, hashtag, and more, and which are the new way of doing business. In addition, we have developed revenue-generating features such as advertising, payment, and e-commerce, because we want communities to see Octo as a platform where they make money, not as a platform where they spend from their budgets. And our customers can also host the platform on their own servers. We provide insights with AI and enable community managers to take actions to increase engagement in their communities. One of our strongest features is that we can offer our customers their branded mobile applications. Let's look at the numbers a little bit. We have more than 30 clients in corporate companies, NGOs, and other niche areas. Many of our competitors have received investment last year and this year, and this is a sign of how fast the enterprise social network market is growing. We have two main customer segments, NGOs and brands, including internal and external stakeholders. The enterprise social network market is now around $30 billion and expected to reach around $50 billion in 2024. Our revenue comes from our subscriptions, marketplace, ads, transaction fees, on-premise installations, and our consultants. Last year, we received investment for global preparation, and we completed our preparations. We are currently in a new investment round to enter global markets. We need around $500,000 in this round, and we will spend this investment to grow globally. Thank you.
Thank you, Oğuzhan. Do you have any questions?
Yes, I would like to ask you.
Gayo, if other people have questions, they ask, then after I move to you.
No worries, I can additionally add. Okay.
Are there any other junior members have question? Ellie?
Yeah, thank you. Maybe you can elaborate a bit more on your go-to-market strategy to other markets, because if I understand you correctly, you would be a direct competitor to these large social networks that already exist.
Yeah, that's right. Actually, according to our digital marketing results, we will focus on a single vertical, and we will focus on NGO segment because the sales cycle is so high on the corporate side. And we tried on digital channels, and we see the NGO side conversion rate is very high, and it is more profitable for us, at least for now. And I think this will be our go-to-market strategy.
Okay.
Do you have any questions?
Yes, I would add if others.
Yeah, please.
Okay, I would just add a bit more. Can you elaborate more on your MVP? You know, did you register your minimum viable product? And can you elaborate more on global expansion, how you're planning to reach it, and where you currently, what is your current state?
Okay,
Yes.
actually we have right now more than 30 customers, and we are beyond MVP, and we have the product. And we are providing a mobile application and the web version of it, the community management platform. And they have their branded mobile application, or they can use our Octo app. And it's a SaaS model. We opened it last week. And now all of the anyone in the world comes to our website, and they can create their community in just 3 steps. And they can have the mobile application, Octo mobile application. If they pay, they can have their branded mobile application. But all of our customers have their web version immediately.
Great, thank you. Thank you for
welcome.
the thorough question. Thank you.
We have 1 minute to other question if you have.
I may have one question. Sorry for interrupting.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, please.
So what's the basis for the valuation? Because I found
please.
the basis of valuation, because I found $4 million valuations a little bit higher at these stages.
Yeah, we actually last year our valuation was $12 million, and it was beginning of the pandemic. And in the pandemic, we have grown more than 100%. And I think, of course, we can talk about the valuation, but I don't think it's very high.
Ata, you can ask also. Last question.
Well, very basic question, just to clarify. So at the moment, people are using WhatsApp and everybody is already in it. And just to create a social network, basically, just to communicate at least, they use WhatsApp in that sense. So do you believe that your product is going to change this attitude and, this behavior that everybody has already used to?
Actually, yes, you're right. As I mentioned before in the slides, WhatsApp, Facebook, or Instagram are used for individual purposes. And we are providing or offering corporate purposes here.
Basically, they have corporate solution as well. So that's the reason why I was asking this question.
Sorry, I couldn't hear.
As you know, WhatsApp has a corporate solution as well. Maybe that's used only with the interaction with the clients, but is that the case? So you differentiate in the sense of your tool is used internally while WhatsApp is used as a tool, as a communication tool with the clients.
Okay, got you. Actually, we are providing this for community managers and communities. For example, in WhatsApp or Facebook, you cannot send push notifications. But in Octo, you can send push notifications. It's limitless.
Thanks.
Thank you, Oğuzhan. Time's up. Continue with Ernado. Barış, you can present your pitch. You can start.
Yeah. Hi everyone. Ernado is a startup that changed the world of digital marketing. With Ernaldo, we are changed the life of both young people and companies. Ernaldo is a system that makes marketing decisions with the data it receives from many areas of digital work, implements some of these SEO, social media, and advertising management decisions with its system, assigns part of the online employees to implement it. We have developed a wonderful system, the growth companies. Ernaldo analyze companies with its system, create marketing roadmaps, and assign tasks to online employees to implement the task here. Online employees working freelance, working wherever and whenever they want, performing the task assigned to them by algorithm. Our algorithm, which we develop ourselves, decide what digital marketing action should be based on Google, Facebook, and industry behavior. It performs the analysis made by a very good digital marketing expert spending hours in seconds. This situation completely changed the marketing world. In the past, being able to data was huge revelation, but now decisions made from the data completely change the speed, quality, and way of the market. At Ernaldo, we are changing the game in the market. Ernaldo, we also develop SaaS business model called Copilot in the near future. In this model, digital marketing tasks specific to you without online employees. The system will perform some of these tasks assigned each week, and some will be assigned to tasks you do perform. Since day we are founded, we have been growing 50% every month for 2 years, and now we are working more than 160 customers and make turnover $45,000. Our goal is to receive the investment $1 million in March 2022 and improve our technology by increase our growth rate 20%. We have great team to do this. Their McKinsey has more than 20 years entrepreneurship and startup experience, who has worked at Google before. Ali Chakan has more than 20 years of IT development and software. I have successful startups in the past and experience. We have also strong friends in the fields, software and product development in our team. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Barış. Do you have any questions? Gajo is waiting.
Well, I'm waiting. Yeah, I have a question, to be honest.
Please go ahead.
Okay. First, thank you for great presentation, short and precise. I would like to know more, since you mentioned that you have approximately 660 customers currently, and that you commenced with your business 1.5 years ago. How much of revenue have you generated so far? Did you reach your break even? And additionally, I would ask more to elaborate after answering me this one, more on your sales strategy and its operation. Thank you. Go ahead.
Okay. Thank you. Ernaldo is a profitable company now. Our revenue is $45,000 in monthly. We do lots of search engine optimization. We do social media marketing. We are a little famous in Turkey, in YouTube, in lots of social media. We have biggest website traffic in the sector in the Turkey, more than 60,000 unique visitors amount in a short time, in 2 years only.
That's pretty good, but and generally it's important that you're working toward your strategy. So I would like to hear more about the current works. If something goes right in specific, that you have met some goals that you are following on monitoring through internet? Do you have some changes or doing some measures in order to better escalate on the market?
We want to grow our business in the Europe mostly. We expand in Netherlands and Germany firstly.
Yeah.
I will move the Amsterdam in next week. I will stay more than 1
So
year.
you will generally work from Amsterdam. So your head office is going to be in Amsterdam, as I presume. So you're going to work. Did you register your company in Holland, or is it in a process? So
Its headquarters is in only Istanbul.
Istanbul, but you probably are going to register a branch or a foreign office, probably, if you're going to stay there. Yeah.
Yes, I will stay in co-working space, and I will do lots of networking with venture capitalists.
If you're planning to seize the Europe, the Holland is a good place because it's well connected with Germany, Finland, Norway, and it's easier, to work on with it because everyone now works in the open space and work it mostly from their homes, and generally you can do it from any place in the world. But if you're settled there, this is just a recommendation. It's important because it's much easier. London is pretty close, communication with accelerators and business incubators that could be helpful in some stage, and of course many VC funds that could be helpful in the process of your development. So thank you for your answer.
Do you have any questions? We have 1 minute. Our jury members are really silent. You can ask.
Thank you for listening.
And thank you. Okay, we can proceed. Our fifth startup wouldn't come because his daughter went to the hospital because of her illnesses. We are very sorry with that. We moved to sixth startup, İşalsat, with Şahat Sufi. You can present.
I hope the other founder is okay. That's sad to hear. But okay, so hi everyone. My name is Shahad Sufi. I'm the CEO of İşalsat.com. It's the #1 solution for business buying and selling in Turkey. As you know that when you come to business buying and selling, the activities are mostly done offline. What we're aiming to do over here is bring the whole solution online, because even when it's offline, even if someone goes to their online with these solutions, it takes a huge amount of time, mostly a year, to have that transaction of the transfer of ownership. Otherwise, the platforms that are out there, even though some of them, the handful of the solutions that are out there, if they're not specific, then they're not optimized towards selling businesses that have a lot of data required. The technology of those businesses out there, of those platforms out there, aren't really leverageable. For example, there's a lack of deep learning technology out there, or data personalization, or market analytics, and that leads to a lack of trust in the system and opacity. So what we're doing is that we're not only developing a holistic network where we're supplying our services to all kinds of businesses out there, but we're also developing an end-to-end solution where the solution doesn't end on you matching with the buyer, but actually leading to the transfer of ownership and all of those legal processes involved. And we're making sure that our deep learning technology matches buyers and sellers really quickly. Our market analytic tools provide a very macroeconomic plus a very personalized price, which gives a very good boost to the selling of a business, as well as our data accessibility through electronic NDA signatures on the platform. But we haven't transferred this complexity of our technology to the user, where the process of selling a business is still that you list your ad, it goes online and you find a buyer. So the process is the same as for everyone. And there have been 1 million active businesses in Turkey, which leads to, and out of them, 20% are actually willing to sell or actually actively selling their business. But since our platform exists online, our potential to scale globally is limitless. There are, out of the handful of the platforms that exist out there that are buying and selling businesses, what puts us on the opposite side of the spectrum is not only our basically our holistic services, our holistic services, but our fast selling time. We ensure that even though we're providing end-to-end services, with including our brokerage services, we are doing that really quickly. So that differentiates us from everyone that's out there. And but we've made that model very simple for our buyers and sellers. We've had a subscription-based business model that has a 3 to 6 month subscription for our business sellers, and we have 97 active businesses for sale within 1.5 months of inception. With 15% weekly active growth rate, we aim to reach 10,000 users in 9 months, which we have a projected revenue of $1 million by 2022 to 2023. And even though our prices are higher than our competitors, this actually goes to prove that we are providing that holistic service. We are providing that brokerage services, plus we are giving that market analytic tools and that deep learning technology to actually match business buyers and sellers and take the process to the end. We have basically, you can see that as you can see, we're exponentiating globally. And by the end of 2023, we aim to capture at least 5 to 7% of the market that's out there in Turkey, at least, and start scaling globally as well. The great thing about our team is that we've worked on previous projects before, and all of us are affiliated with one specific university, and all of us are basically have a lot of startup experience. We have worked on previous startups before. Yeah. So thank you. If you have any questions.
Thank you, Shad. Mr. Onur.
Hi.
If I may. Sorry, I didn't raise my hand. Can I go?
First Onur, then Elif, then Eli. We have three questions. Onur,
Okay.
please start.
Hi, Shad. Could you elaborate a bit more on what is the target businesses that you are trying to optimize the process for, and also what is the specifics of the value creation here? Is it more on prospecting, origination, or are you making the due diligence or the legal side potentially faster? Because I see that you're touching upon everything, but I don't really understand where you actually crystallize value. Because
sure,
are you going to be selling mom and pop small shops, or are you going to be selling big legal entities? That's a whole different story.
Sure. Of course. So basically what we're doing is to like our target market currently consists of small businesses that we're trying to scale, because the problem lies that even though it's a small business and the legal transaction should take about within 3 to 6 months, it still stretches over 1 to 1.5 years, which is a lot for that amount of cash in the transaction of the transfer of ownership. So initially we're targeting on that, and then as our business scales and as our processes become more efficient, we are looking to go forward from small businesses to big businesses like franchises or construction businesses, businesses that have a lot of inventory or basically a lot of variables involved.
Okay, so you want to focus mostly on the due diligence and execution side, making it faster for small businesses.
Yeah.
Whereas other competitors, like you mentioned, it's just listing businesses and nothing else.
Exactly. And to answer your second question, basically our USP does not only lie on matching business buyers and sellers, but it's not the only solution that we provide. We're using deep learning technology to make that process more efficient. We're using market analytics to actually ensure that the selling price is actually adjusted according to the macroeconomic situation of the market, as well as the personalized situation of the business. And we aim to provide brokerage services to have that holistic approach towards buying and selling, to increase the usage of online activities when it comes to business buying and selling. Yeah.
All right, thanks.
Elif Koşok.
Thank you. First of all, I would like to congratulate you for your business idea.
Thank you.
As you know, the transfer of business is very complex issue, especially in tax and legal issues. And what is your difference between your competitors? I want to ask that, but
Sure.
you already explained. Maybe you can say more.
Yeah, there's no problem. So basically our competitive advantages lies on two axes. The first thing is that the matching of business buying and selling, the business buying and sellers itself has, it's a very elongated, open-ended, uncertain process. What we're doing is that we're using data analytics to make that time shorter. So this is the first competitive advantage that we have. The second competitive advantage is that we have a holistic service. So for example, if you add a business online, it's a very uncertain approach that you might find a buyer in 2 months, and then after that, the legal process takes a lot of time. So we're optimizing that as well. So what that process does is that, let's say it takes time T to complete the whole transaction of business. What we're doing by having that, all of our technology and all of our services is taking that time down to 20% or 10, maybe even 10% of the time that it's actually taking right now. And we're doing that for 97 businesses that are currently on our platform, hoping with a 15% weekly active growth rate. Yeah.
Thank you. Eli, you can ask the last question.
Yeah, thank you. Practically Onur asked my question. Yeah, I was wondering about your ideal client and where do you see yourself starting? I mean, I understand that the idea is to be as broad as possible, but whether you're considering some specific verticals to scout for companies from that vertical?
Definitely. So that's a great question. So basically what we're doing is that we're targeting businesses which have a potential to be sold very easily, but still, according to the solutions out there in the market, take a very elongated amount of time, which is small businesses. So our vertical is basically we initiate with small businesses and then move on to franchises and others to ensure that our process is efficient.
Vertical in sense of which industry are they going to be?
That's also a great question. So basically the services that you see online, if there are platforms that are focusing on a specific sort of business, but when it comes to basically selling businesses, there's a general process that's involved, there's general variables that's involved, that's covered for every single business. So what we've done is that we've opened ourselves to the business in terms of, let's say, its valuation, small businesses, large businesses, but not restricted ourselves into what category of businesses that those are involved. So we've opened ourselves to that, to have a very holistic network where you can find all kinds of businesses, and then further scaling from small to big.
Thank you, Shahad. Time's up. Other startup is Certifier. Ege, you can present.
Hi, Enis, thank you. I'm just sharing my screen. I guess I'm not live now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So hi, this is Ege, once the product and the growth manager, but currently the general manager of Certifier Incorporated. At Certifier, we believe the way to build sustainable education goes through the collection and the analytics of educational data. Our problem was simple but important when we first began our journey in August 2018. Digital credentials, meaning certificates and badges, are the main tool for us to define the skill sets of individuals, but they failed to do so. The solution was as simple as our problem, digitizing the educational data, bringing the certificates and the open badges to digital. So we came up with an integrable certificate and badge automation tool for this purpose. So by using Certifier, academies, institutions, K-12s, universities, companies, or any community willing to distribute digital credentials can easily design their certificates and badges, create event details, add earners information, and share their digital certificates and badges, which they also can track with the analytics tool that Certifier provides. On the other hand, earners, after receiving their credentials, can share them on social platforms like LinkedIn, Facebook, with just one click. So we offer this service to our users in 3 different subscription plans with monthly and yearly payment options, which all 3 of them has different feature offerings, from the integration options to white label services. So after receiving our first investment within the first year of the company, we rapidly grow and spread across the globe and become the best rated credentialing app right now. These are some nice and cool words to tell the story, but the numbers are the important things. So far, so good. We've managed to reach out to more than 12 countries and distributed almost 2 million certificates and badges. The company grew to $100,000 ARR with a 28% monthly growth rate right now. And now we serve to over 1,000 industry leading users from around the globe. These are some examples of them. So where do we focus? We are inside the edtech service providers. The market we place in goes through United States, Canada, UK, being $72 billion. We are aiming to achieve a serviceable market consisting of over 500 LinkedIn users within this great time. And this is the team behind all of this work. So if you have any questions, any further questions about our story, the product, or you're just searching for a tool to send digital certificates to your employees or students, just drop me an email. Thank you.
Thank you, Ege. You finished before the time, by the way.
Thank you.
Do you have any questions to Ege? Eli? You unmute yourself. Do you have any questions?
Yeah, I was looking for the hand. So, okay, thank you for the presentation, but I need some more clarification here. So your clients are the educational institutions?
Not
and
just
they're
the
offering then your product to their students, or I didn't understand who your client is, or just students purchasing something to be able to get the certificate. I didn't get.
Yeah, I see, I understand, Ellie. So the users, the customers of our product is the institutions, not just the educational institutions, but the corporates who have their educational programs among them, like universities, schools, K-12s. They are the user base actually. But also with the service that we provide, we also have to serve to the students or the earners on the other hand. But the main users, main customers that is paying to have the service is the institutions that are issuing the credentials, certificates, and badges.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and your solution is only translating into a digital certificate what they are practically providing to the students in hard copy, right? I mean,
basically, in simple words, yes.
Yeah.
But the main service that we provide is the automation of this whole process, because most of these institutions are using some online tools to hold their events, courses, all of these educational processes. So our tool can directly integrate into those tools and automate the certificate and badge sending process after the event or the course or the education completes by the attendee or the student.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And can you share with us what's name of some educational institution that you already have as a client?
Yeah, of course. Actually, there were a few ones in the references. So we just recently have the Jackson State University from the United States. So we have the education department of Sanofi Aventis, the pharmaceutical company. Some exemplars from United Kingdom, Focus U. Some other universities from Turkey also, Yeditepe University, Sabancı University, Istanbul University, all of them were our users.
Thank you. We have 3 questions, but only we can have one. I give Aydın for asking questions because his first question. Please ask Aydın Öztürk.
Okay, thanks. Very good presentation and idea. I think very basic, but promising. Can you mention a little bit about the competitors again?
Yeah, of course. There are some alternative service providers in the market. Most of them are based in the United States, but some are also in the Europe market, being Accredible, Credly, and SimpleCert. These are some old solutions to this problem. They've been in the market for like more than 8 years, I guess, right now. But having the technology and not developing new features upon that and not being user-centric at this point, most of the users are currently preferring to switch to Certifier. And like, yeah, we do have a lot of users switching from those platforms to us because users need new features, new developments on the product, and they are mostly very specific in their situations, their cases. So the alternatives, the competitors cannot match the needs of these users, so they started to switch to us. And it also can be seen in like reviewing platforms like G2 and Capterra. Most of them says it's the best and easy to use application when you compare it with the competitors right now.
Thank you, Ege. Our time is up, unfortunately.
Thank you for the questions.
we should proceed with Service Soft. Emre, you can start.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. So I'm starting very quickly. Everything is okay, I think?
Yeah.
All right. I'm Emre. I'm a partner and head of business development of WorkKivi. WorkKivi is an AI-powered cloud-based platform that predicts malfunctions and enables maintenance services to be managed. As WorkKivi, we currently provide services to 58 customers from 13 different sectors. In our platform, more than 120,000 work orders are created monthly at 5,000 different service points. The main problems caused by inefficient maintenance processes are the service outages due to unexpected malfunctions. Because of the same reason, mass production and product losses. Also, a decrease in product quality due to defects in machinery equipment over time, and high maintenance costs. So these are the problems that we are solving at WorkKivi. As WorkKivi, we provide web and mobile screens where our customers can manage their maintenance operations such as teams, inventories, subcontractors, customers. And integrated to this maintenance management platform, we offer predictive maintenance services. By this way, in case of a malfunction prediction, autonomously a technician is assigned with a work order, which includes malfunction and device history. So with malfunction prediction, we maximize uptime of the machines. And also by creating autonomous maintenance plans, we decrease the reaction time of the companies. And also by realizing digital transformation of the companies, we increase efficiency in manufacturing and maintenance processes. In 2020, roughly $12 billion were spent for predictive maintenance and field service management solutions. And the market growth rate is about 39% each year, where the WorkKivi's growth rate is more than 300%. As a business model, we charge for a software subscription fee per user and as well as per device. And in the market, there are companies that provide predictive maintenance services and as well as field service management solutions. But WorkKivi is the only platform which provides both services on a single platform. So, as a startup company, we already have dozens of international references, and our goal is to expand our business into European market. Thank you. There's just one more additional information. WorkKivi is our international brand. So we are ServiceSoft, but we will be operating in European market with WorkKivi brand. So I will be quite happy to answer your questions.
Thank you, Emre. Kivilcim has a question.
Yes, thanks for that great presentation. So this kind of business, this industry was one of the businesses that I worked in detail before. So I believe there's a great potential in predictive maintenance. But I couldn't catch what's the technology behind the predictive maintenance side. Can you elaborate more on this?
Yes, sure. Actually, at the beginning of the presentation, I talked about there are more than 1.5 million work orders in our platform, which actually includes the information of the malfunctions, what kind of repair operations have been done for the devices. Also, we collect sensor data from the devices such as temperature, pressure, vibration, noise. So we collect these data and analyze it with our AI algorithms and make a prediction. But it's not only the solution. After that, the software autonomously assigns a technician with the information, where the technician receives a notification via mobile application. He or she goes to the facility, and when the technician team finishes the job, at the same time, the managers can track and manage each step of the operation.
Thanks.
Thank you. Onur, you can ask.
Hi. Well, actually, I was going to ask the pretty much similar question that has already been asked about how does predictive analytics work. But one further addition to that could be, how do you measure the outcome of your product? I mean, in terms of the increase in efficiency or reduction in stoppages or maximizing uptime? I mean, can you give us an example from some client experiences?
Of course. So mostly we in predictive maintenance side, we work with manufacturing companies. Let's say if there is no equipment or any digital transformation of a company, in just a month, we can increase the manufacturing capacity up to 15 to 20% in over a month. So basically, we calculate the manufacturing or production of a month, and then we divide it into a previous month production, and we reach the results.
And one additional question. Actually, that's what I'm more interested in, because basically, if there's limited digital adoption in a manufacturing, you're basically moving them from industrials 2.0 into 3.0, not necessarily 4.0, because your actual value creation is about AI-driven optimization, exactly, which you can't really compare moving 2.0 into 3.0 as your product's outcome. What I'm more interested in, how does the predictive analytics provide the uptime, for example, in a company that already has a good underlying structure, but you are adding on top of it? Because what you said is not necessarily the answer I'm looking for.
Okay. Actually, most of the companies are working with preventive maintenance platforms or techniques. So in preventive maintenance, there are periodically maintenance plans and operations which you have to do. And for these operations, you have to also store some materials, pieces, so which is also additional cost. Also, these periodic maintenance operations increase your downtime, because, for example, every 6 months, you have to make a downtime and try to make a periodic maintenance operation. So by doing predictive maintenance and managing the whole operation efficiently, you can cut down these downtime situations.
Thank you. Time's up. Let's move to ninth startup. Last two startups. Burak, you can present Advopes.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for all the startups for the nice pitches. And let me share mine. One moment. Hi everyone. My name is Burak. I'm co-founder of Advopes, which is an online team management, performance, and reporting tool for small and medium-sized law offices. Actually, the questions of a person who is managing a law office is pretty much the same. Is my business profitable or not? What my team is doing right now? Are they following their tasks? How can I make this reporting process easier? And most importantly, how can I make more money in less time? As a lawyer, these were exactly my own questions when I started my own office. This was mainly because I couldn't track my time, follow my team, and even if I did, this would mean to wrestle with Excel sheets. There were no affordable, law-specific tool to track my time and give me an analytical information about my profitability. We knew that large-sized law firms were solving these problems with very expensive and complex softwares, but these were not suitable for us. So we decided to come up with Advopes, which is an affordable SaaS solution that is simple and designed for lawyers, by lawyers, to improve their team management efficiency, assess their staff and personal performance and profitability through a simple task-based time tracking tool. With Advopes, lawyers can manage their team's daily tasks, track their office's profitability, make smart comparisons based on client area of law, industrial sector, and etc., and see the most profitable clients and matters. In addition, they can seamlessly create client reports, so AdvoPass allows lawyers to easily allocate their resources based on the factual data. Our target market is urban lawyers with 3 to 8 years of post-qualification experience running their own law firms, which are up to 20 lawyers. We call them small and medium-sized law offices, SMLOs. Although we started in Turkey, which is a more affordable testing market, our target market is the UK and the EU. Our main goal is to penetrate this market where legal professionals are mainly concentrated in big cities. We plan to reach 1 to 3% of the lawyer population of nearly 1 million as of date. After the EU and the UK market, we will start penetrating the US market, which has 1.35 million lawyers. For competitors, there are several solutions that are provided to lawyers, but AdvoPass is the only solution that has a very smooth interaction between task management and time tracking. It's showing performance metrics and specifically designed for the needs of small, medium-sized law offices. That's what makes us unique. Other solutions are either not designed for lawyers, and that's why they have to use several tools to achieve a market-specific solution, or they are not good fit for small, medium-sized offices because they are either too complex and come with unnecessary and unused features, or simply just too expensive. The idea came up in 2019. In 2020, we made our MVP ready and got accepted to Albaraka Garage Incubation Program and became a finalist in Baker McKenzie's Legal Tech Challenge. In early 2021, we completed our MVP testings and started designing our version 1 product. Even if the product development has not been completed yet, currently we are making sales pitches to our target market, and 12 law offices have confirmed to be our paying customers, which makes 50 plus users will be on board soon. We designed this product to be an international player in the UK, and our goal is to have a mobile app in 2022. This is our team, which consists of lawyers, law students, designers, and technical staff. We are also constantly benefiting from our top-notch mentors who are globally recognized. So I thank you for your time, and don't forget to join us at AdvoPass for the lawyer's passport to success. Thank you.
Thank you, Burak. Gayo, you can ask.
Do you mind, Gayo, if I ask one question?
Yeah, sure.
I don't mind.
Okay,
Shoot. You're
welcome.
welcome.
Burak, thank you so much for the presentation. I have 2 questions. The first one is, you said that you will be starting in the Turkish market, and you said that it's best suited for the 20 people or less law offices. What is the segment in Turkey? What percentage of the all law offices in Turkey are less than 20%?
Frankly, the Turkish big law offices that has more than 20 lawyers makes only 3% of the whole law firms.
3%, you said?
Yes.
Okay, so 97% is your
97% is the market.
Okay, since you're gonna perform in the Turkish market, do you have any kind of integrations with the legal system, like the UYAP and other kind of like these kind of APIs? Can you just adapt these ones, or I mean, teamwork is one of the things that I know, and like they don't have that kind of things, APIs. But to be able to achieve that one, do you have any kind of integration with UYAP?
We made our research, and we found that being able to interact with UYAP is possible, but you need very specific licenses and permits before that. So that's why let's see the market, let's see the market's needs, and then we can continue getting into that.
Okay.
For example, Gmail, G Suite interaction is more important than UYAP right now.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much, Burak.
Thank you. Gayo, please.
Okay, my question would be generally, well, I follow your summary on the site. Well, what if you cannot compete with the pace of the market growth, and what would be the percentage of unfortunate failure chance we're speaking about? Is it 50-50, 50-70? And this would be just the introductory question to risk mitigation. Do you have some strategy to mitigate risks in order to survive in the market?
You mean the percentage of failure, chance of
example
failure?
Yeah, how you diversify your product on the market.
We designed our version 1 product based on purely market needs, not our idea. So our MVP was very bad. It was so bad that we had to force our friends and people to use it and to give us feedback. But after the feedbacks, the version 1 product design came up. So that's why I can't be, this can be a failure, of course.
So can you say, is it a self-sustainable product life cycle of your product within the company, or you're working toward to creating it?
Excuse me, I couldn't get it.
I mean, is it a self-sustainable product life cycle of your product? Are you planning to when there always comes a moment to become an obsolete at a certain point of time? Do you working on your strategy to diversify it or make it more updated to reflect the market needs? You probably understand me now. Yeah.
We have version 2 and 3 designs listed as well.
Yeah.
So it will continue to develop. This is not
development. So it's a constant process of development of your product.
Constant process of
Thank you. Thank you for answering my third question. Thank you very much.
But even if we designed it, even if we listed the version 2, 3 features, this can change due to the market's feedback.
Okay.
Thank you,
Burak.
Burak.
I wish you all the best. Thank you.
We came to the final. Our last startup is Connectop. Banu, you can start.
Thank you, Enis, and thank you for this opportunity. I'm trying to share my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. I'm trying to be so quick. I'm co-founder of Connectop, which is Agile OKR and work management platform. There are two main problems about work life: unproductivity and unclear objectives. That creates unmotivated people, employees, high turnover, and low value output. And we try to make companies more agile, more like startups. We combine two main features. We try to make companies move like Google and Intel's, like goal-oriented work management strategy. Firstly, we have a work management module, which is user-friendly, especially for non-technical teams. We are making companies more productive. But our main secret sauce is making integration with OKR system and work management. OKR is objectives and key results, managing their goals. We are making companies more aware of their goals. They can link their objectives with their daily tasks and projects. By this way, employees can focus really what really matters, and they can engage more result-oriented things. And with instant reports, they can reach all data in one platform. We have first customers as enterprises, scale-ups, startups, and agencies from Turkey, from US, UK, and MENA region. And we are making POCs with other customers and similar with our customers, agencies, and enterprises and startups. Our differentiating point is combining two main features with user-friendly platform. We are making companies more goal-oriented. We want to put their goal into the center of their work life. And when we look at productive software market, is $15 billion now and increasing, especially after COVID. We are a B2B SaaS platform, and we are working with companies based on subscription model. When we look at the numbers, we started with $200 MRR and we increased it 3.3K. We started with 1 customers and now we have 8 customers. And we started to gain customers on October 2020. We are developing our product with our users, and we will develop our product with our users. This is our secret sauce. We gain customers from Turkey and from global. After fundraising, we are trying to go global expansion, and we are fundraising nearly 500K. And as 2 former corporate managers, we are using our experience and putting our experience into that platform. And our advisors for product management and OKR management, we are working so hard for making global brand for productivity sector. Thank you.
Thank you, Banu. Do you have any questions? Gaio, you can start.
Yes, of course. I mean, my first question would be about your financial projection. What methodology did you use? And would you explain more about a sales projection, about sales revenue and how you achieve these numbers? Thank you.
Based on our experience, we project our sales performance because we are trying to go to marketplaces like for Turkey, Kolayka, for global Microsoft and Salesforce. We are trying to expand our product with partnership, and we are using on inbound and outbound marketing. We will use it too, and we realize that we are perfect fit for scale-ups. Maybe we will focus on that market, but in the process, we will see that.
Thank you. Thank you for answering the question. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Best of luck, of course.
Thank you for your question too.
Are there any questions?
One. Yes. I've heard that the main product differentiation when compared with competitors is around the UX. Would you like to list any other product features that will help you scale in global markets?
Not UX. This is one differentiation, but not enough. We are combining 2 main features, work management and performance management. And we use automation for managing goals and work for companies. This is our differentiating point. When you look at startups and the other enterprises, they should use at least 3 applications for managing their daily tasks, their projects, and their objectives. We are combining 3 main features and giving data from one platform.
Thank you.
We have 1 minute. Do you have any?
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Banu. Our presentations are over. Then we move to the ranking part. There are 3 missing parts from Aydın Öztunalı, Rıfat Nası, and Onur Canlıtepe. If you have trouble with your point ranking, you can send to me and I can add to the system. Do you have any problem with that? I think other people.
No, just finishing up just now.
Okay.
So for the people, for our judges who doesn't need any extra time, I will be glad to have some insights about my 2 points of discussion, if you don't mind. So just we are evaluating and fetching the results. Despite the pandemics in 2021, we saw the rise of 3 unicorns and 1 decacorn in Turkey. So let me check the names not to be mistaken. Dream Games, Hepsiburada.com, and Trendyol.com, and Getir. So hundreds of other startups, gazelles, also funded by VCs, angel investors, and public grants as well. So what can we expect for the remainder of the year in the Turkish ecosystem? And the second point is that from the judge members which is not living in Turkey? How do they see the Turkish ecosystem from abroad? So let me give the start then. I am expecting at least one unicorn for the remainder of the year. I don't want to give names, and I think there are 10 or more in line. But I don't know how it seems from the outside, of course.
Don't you have any opinion?
So just waiting for the exciting results of the event.
Kivilcim Bey, where do you think the businesses will arise from these 10 unicorns that you think are coming up? Because at some point, gaming was the hype. Now we have unicorns coming up from instant delivery. So e-commerce, gaming, instant delivery has already its champions. What do you think is next?
I'm not naming the industries, the verticals with the same names, but I think it will come from the logistics. I'm counting logistics as an extent with a frame with the logistics, last mile delivery, any kind of delivery, even food delivery or this kind of stuff. So I'm taking it a broad extent on logistics. I will play with the logistics first of all. And what I'm not expecting, from which vertical I'm not expecting, although it's very popular, it seems very popular, I don't expect it from the healthcare or related. I'm only talking with Turkish ecosystem from this kind of verticals. I don't know the remainder. We will see together. So
Only Aydın Öztunalı didn't send the points. I'm waiting from him. Do you have any problem to send me, Aydın Öztunalı?
Just trying to precise.
I just sent you via chat.
Okay, I get it. I'm waiting now. Last 2 minutes. Kivilcim, can you ask one more question?
No, that was the only thing I prepared. I didn't expect that kind of silence.
those were tough.
So maybe,
tough
sorry.
The reason why, it was. But the thing is, if we answer this question in a macro perspective, I can say that it was an amazing year half for all around the world. I was just reading a report about the investment size. Just went to Nigeria, which is amazing, by the way. You should check it, how Nigeria got investment recently. So we did, and so the Silicon Valley as well. So the last quarter was named as the monster quarter because it's the record is by far. So basically, there's abundance in terms of money. There's increasing interest coming from the private equities, and new venture capitals are coming in. And I think that was the time for the Turkish startup ecosystem, right? So because in 2011, there were already enough interest for Turkish startup ecosystem, and everybody was really interested into this ecosystem. And we had lots of VCs planning to open some rep offices here. And I think that time is coming back. That's basically, as you mentioned, thanks to gaming and e-commerce startups.
So also the first exits came after the very early funds exits. So I think this will give ecosystem a different boost. We will see much more exits from the first funds 5 or 6 years before.
Exactly, and that's basically it's going to bring, as we can see from the playbook in other countries, that's going to create a new generation of entrepreneurs coming out of the successful startups. I think Dream Games is an amazing example. So nobody knew about them, to be honest. And as they started their startup, they got enough investment. And today, I just checked, their numbers are amazing, just amazing. So that's, as the second wave is coming, new investors will join to the startup, as well as the new startups as well.
Okay, are you ready for the results? I'm checking the last results, and we are ready for the winner.
Absolutely.
Do you have any guess, Gayo?
Well,
who is the winner?
I don't want to favorize anyone, because all of them were great. I mean, and they generally, there's just some nuances, you know, about the presentation, about some infos that are important for investors. So I was trying to be objective as much as I could. But you know, from my past experiences within the startup network judging, I think it's one of the best, honestly. You know, really tie the knot. Really small nuances are in question. So thank you all for presenting all the materials, and even the ones who are not passed to the next round, don't be discouraged. Give your best, because you have a product and you believe in your dreams. So push it forward, and I think that you're going to succeed it. Well, like it or not, in this event, just need to encourage you to give more effort in your presentation, and probably you will succeed. If not at this one, at the next event, probably. So that would be my contribution. So I cannot favorize anyone particularly, because each of them were great. How it would be nice to say the outcome of results, because I think that judges will concur with mostly about any ones who are going to pass this round. So this is anyone's success. So I think that we are going to help you just to refurbish it better for the next round or so. But for my personal opinion, I hope is I mean, I wish to be involved within this next stage of Turkey's best entrepreneurial spirits, to help as much as I can to mentor, even through this event, or when this event finishes, you know, I'm available for any further discussion.
Thank you for opinions.
Thanks,
you already sent your LinkedIn profile.
I just want to add one sentence, if you don't mind. So thank you, Gayo, for your great contribution today. I just want to add one point to the startups who wouldn't not win today. I didn't even see the results yet. Enis will announce them, but it might be just because you were beyond the scope of the interest of the investor, because every investor may be interested in a different kind of vertical. So don't be upset about this one. Keep going on, and I wish luck in the APEC for the winner of today. And stage is yours, Enis.
Okay, I am saying the results. I want to start with second and third classes. Second and third have equal points, Ornado and Connectop. There are no gifts for you as usual, but I want to give something to you. Our founder, founder, Startup Network Turkey site, Kivilcim Cayli, has a great book. I think he give two books to you.
I will sign
investment book. He wrote really great. I already finished it. This is a gift from us to you. And the winner is Media Ads team, who is in the plane now. I forgot the name.
Michelle and Joshua.
Yeah, Michelle Crisante and Media Ads is the winner. Thank you for all startups. This is a really great experience for us to have you here. You did really amazing presentations. Thank you for all of them. We are waiting for you to other organizations. Have a great day. See you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for today.
Thank you.